Hey guys, Bradley from AnimeSpaceship, and today we have a review for Boku no Hero Academia Season 3, Episode 8. This was a good episode, guys, so let's get right into it. At first, we start off with Midoriya in the hospital, and he's talking about how his mom always told him that people when rich are people that you can save, and he couldn't save Kachan, even though he wasn't rich, and he's crying about it because he feels bad. He feels sorry. Doesn't feel sorry. He just feels sad. And a lot of the students in the class also feel sad. So a few of them come up with a plan to go rescue him. But Lida says, "No, we shouldn't do that. That's a problem for the heroes. I understand your situation, but that's a bad idea. You're breaking the rules that way." And when everybody's going out of the class, because they break in a silence, like an awkward silence, because nobody knows what to say next. And the doctor opens the door like, "Hey, I'm sorry for interrupting you. The other students are okay." So a few of the students say, "Hey, let's go visit the other students. We want to see how they are too." And when they're leaving, one of the students stays and tells Deku, "Yeah, we're going at night in front of the hospitals. Meet us there." But Lida is standing there in the background hearing them and just walks away. Then we go to the next scene of the doctor talking to Deku about how his power usually his power is like a dynamite that explodes from the inside out and breaks his bone. But this time it was so much worse than the last time. He said because usually your body only allows you to use 80% of your power, but because sometimes when you're in a critical situation or a life-threatening situation, your body removes those limiters so you can use 100%. It's called hysterical strength. And the doctor said that it messed up his body so times that if he hurts his body like that like 2 or 3 more times, he'll have to live without being able to use his arms. I just love how real life factors are coming into play in this hero based world. Like injury can actually stop you from doing your work. A good way to bring up life problems in anime. Midoriya also receives a call from his mother because of course she would be worried. If your son was in a critical situation or just got hurt, your mother is the first one to feel not sorry, but wonder if you're hurt or something like that. Not that your father doesn't care, of course. But not only that, he also received a letter from Koda that basically tells him to, "Hey, stay fine. Not stay fine. Be well. Get well, so I can tell you, so I can thank you personally for saving me." After that scene, we see the number 2 hero Endeavor receiving a phone call that they are gonna go into a meeting. You also see like number 10, Gang Orca, Gran Torino, number 5, Headshot, and a few more heroes. They're all coming together to do a meeting for this situation that just happened. After that, we go to the outside of the hospital where the location is set for Midoriya and his gang to go trying to rescue Kachan. And they basically say that Yaor Yorozu, my bad for butchering that name, is the only one that can make the receiver so they can know where Kachan is. But it's basically up to her. Well, she decides to go with them, but before she can get a word off, my least favorite character, Lida or Iida, or how to say in the anime, decides to come in and scream at them, "How can you guys do this? When I was in a situation where I wasn't thinking clearly, I let my emotions control my actions, you guys stopped me. What are you guys doing? If you break the rules, you're just as bad as the heroes. Don't do it." And then Midoriya tries to tell him like, "No, it's not that we think that breaking the rules is okay," but he grabs Midoriya and punches him across the face. And my point is, why did he have to punch him? The only thing he wants to go save his friend. He's like, Lida says, "I'm worried for you. When I saw you there, I thought about my brother and the death." I'm like, "Are you serious? Why did you have to punch him?" Then he later apologized and Deku of course tells him, No, I'm fine, it's okay, keep going." But in the end of all that, Lida decides to go with them as a watchman to see if there's any fighting. They'll stop him and force him to come back. Stupid. In the next scene, we are in the bus. They're heading towards Yokoma City in the Kanagawa Prefecture. That is where Kachan is located. And as soon as they get to the city, they Yorozu comes up with a plan for them to buy disguises, and they all dress up in this weird adult-like fashion, I guess. And after they're done wearing the clothes or paying for everything, and they're walking outside the store. They look at the big screen monitor, and it's basically Mr. Aizawa just standing there and apologizing for all the situation that happened, and tells them what they're gonna do for preventing it to happening. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, I hate the UA. This is the pointing. You're not even protecting the students." And it brings up a good theory. Not a good theory, a good thing. Like, if you're the good guy, people criticize you so much more, even though your job is protecting. But everybody makes mistakes. So no hero will go his entire career without making mistakes. But that one mistake will be criticized so much, even though he's done so good by helping people. That's the world for you. Then as soon as they're done with the scene with Mr. Aizawa, they go to the villain lair, or the villain location, where Shigaraki saying the same point I made. That villains are criticized for doing stuff and blah 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 blah. Why they're doing something so much, they all make mistakes. And all the other villains are also talking about their point of view of it. And then Shigaraki tells Kachan that their goal is to bring up the possibility that, is heroes right, or is justice right? What makes the world right? And then he says, "We are planning on winning." And then one of my favorite villains, Spinner, gets his word in and says, "As soon as the hero gets paid to save somebody, then he is no longer a hero." And then Shigaraki tells Dabi to loosen the chains on Bakugo. And then Dabi tells him, "Won't he fight?" But Shigaraki tells him that he must know that if he fights, he ain't gonna win. He's not gonna win. Plus, we gotta treat him as an equal if we're trying to recruit him. Right as soon as they release Bakugo has a flashback of when he was a kid, and he sees All Might winning against multiple people, and he's thinking, winning in the pinch. Oh my God, All Might is so cool. And then he says to Shigaraki, you're basically telling me that y'all just want to arrest some people, so join us. I want to win like All Might, and that's never gonna change. And then he rushes towards Shigaraki and using his explosion to drop his palm mask thing. And then Shigaraki just looking at the mask hand, and he says, "Father." And then the episode ends. Well, this episode wasn't so bad. I think I gotta give it like a below average rating. It wasn't bad. It was just a normal episode. Like, everything was perfectly fine, but I don't know. The leader thing just pissed me off so much. And the other scenes were pretty good though. The villain scene where they're all talking about the ideology of heroes, injustice, and how media treats them. I love that scene so much. That's the only thing from keeping me from making this episode a 6 out of 10. So my official rating is I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Not one of the greatest episodes, but not bad either. You'll still enjoy it. It's more of a chill episode though than an action-based one. Well guys, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Show this video to the friends, they may like it. This was Bradley from AnimeSpaceship. Peace.